an administration that he played a part in. Some pestered him with ensuring that the debt profile of Ondo State is kept at the lowest. However, some of his opponents are saying that there is nothing much to show for his almost 2 years in office as the governor of the state. They have criticized what they described as a slow pace of development, and they have also said that he hasn't done much to write home about. But today we shall be examining these perspectives clinically, and we have a guest who will be joining us live today, who will be joining us through phone call today, who is a stalwart of the All Progressives Congress, and he is also a grassroots politician and an aspirant for the House of Representatives seat in Akure North and Akure South Federal Constituency. I'm talking about no one else but Honorable Olabanji Atamuyide. He will be joining us very soon, and we'll have the opportunity to listen to him talk about the politics of Ondo State, the policies of the governor, the people's opinion about what is happening in the state, and several other things as it relates to our state. Very soon, I will bring him on, and you will have the opportunity to listen to him, ask him several questions, and our people at home will have the opportunity at the tail end of the program to react to the things that he would say today on the program. Please, I will be right back. Don't go away. Thank you very much for staying with us. Joining us right now is Honorable Olabanji Atamuyide. Honorable, good morning. Good morning, Honorable. Can you hear us?
Yep.
Sorry, we have some technical glitch from our end here, and Honorable, can you hear us now? Good morning.
People.
Okay. Are you with us now? Okay. First of all, I would love to hear your opinion so far. Several persons from both sides of the divide have been giving their opinion about the performance of the current administration in Ondo State. I just want you to give us an overview of your opinion before we begin to dissect. An overview of your opinion about the performance of the current administration in Ondo State. First of all, as regards the infrastructural development of our state.
Thank you so much for having me on board today. It's a great pleasure that I'm in your midst to have this conversation. Everyone that our governor is talking, and he has been doing very well so far. If all of us can look around, both in and out, we'll see that our present administration, they are doing very well. You can see in terms of roads, Akure is turning more into mega city now. Most of us can travel down to Kitikupa, all those other side of Ondo State, and all that. I will see a lot of things that have been going on there. Up to now, we can see that no one is complaining about salary, delaying of salary, arrears, and all that. All those ones have been cleared. Our debt is reducing as well. The current administration has done very well to make sure that happens. Employment is going every day. Employing our people and putting them in pension board as well and all that. So the work is going, and we pray that God will continue to help Mr. Governor to continue the good job, and by God's grace, all of us will be alive as well, alive and healthy to reap and to enjoy the goodness of Ondo State.
Let me ask this question. A lot of persons have complained that at this time, when the allocation getting to every state has increased, and that of Ondo State has also increased tremendously, that when we begin to compare the level of development to the amount of financial support that the state is getting from federal government, that we cannot really say that the state has truly developed. What is your opinion about this?
Yes, we can. I think our people should be rest assured that everything in life has a step. All the allocations coming from the federal government to the state government needs to be properly well monitored and utilized very well. Yes, that's fine. His Excellency just went to House of Assembly recently to pass some budget and to analyze all the stuff we will be planning ahead towards Christmas and next year. All these things are in process because it's not something Mr. Governor can just get the money. Fine, the money is coming into the state, but Mr. Governor will have to sit down, look at all the loopholes across the state and on those states. And that is going to fetch billions of naira to the economy of Ondo State. And before we carry all these things out, it's going to require a lot of money as well. So I would urge our people to action and to keep praying for Mr. Governor and for the state. And it's not a good idea to be saying bad things about our dear land, Ondo State, and our dear country, Nigeria. So I will urge our people to remain calm. A lot of things is going on, and a lot of things is still on board for Mr. Governor to carry out. And he's bringing them out gradually. So by the special grace of God, I think he will accomplish all this. So yes, please, our people should just remain calm.
If you're just joining us, this is iPower 102.7 FM, the pride of the people, and the program you've been listening to is Political Perspective, a program where we dissect clinically issues in our polity, and it comes up every Tuesday between the hour of 11 a.m. and 12 noon. And our guest this morning, who has been speaking to us, is no one else but a stalwart of the All Progressives Congress and a political aspirant too. He is Honorable Olabanji Atamoide, who has been talking to us, and we have been x-raying the performance of the current administration in Ondo State. And we've been asking him questions about the performance of the governor and several other things as relates to the governance and the well-being of the people of Ondo State. Honorable, let us continue this conversation from here. Our people, some persons have been complaining that the rates at which the infrastructural projects are being done in Ondo State appears to be quite slow, especially as regards projects that were left behind by the Akeredolu-led administration, a government in which the current governor was a part and parcel of. What is your opinion about this? Especially, let me mention a couple of projects, even in Akure, which is your constituency, the flyover project, the flyover project there, and the Ijoka Road project, and several other projects scattered around Ondo State. What do you have to tell our people about this?
Yes, I was there. I visited all these locations to assess the situation myself. And we have spoken to Mr. Governor as well. Do you know we have different contractors? And all these contractors, some of them are so funny. Mr. Governor already spoken to all of them to carry out all these jobs. But due to one reason or the other, these people, they are kind of feeling reluctant. And they are not really doing what they have to do. And Mr. Governor is a very busy man. He carries all the good work of Ondo State all around him, across the country, outside the country as well. So when the issue of all those abandoned projects came up, Mr. Governor has to readdress it, because everything he's doing, he has them on the paper, and he's always monitoring all these works. So when all these abandoned projects came up, he acted on it quickly and sent his representative to go and deal with that. He invited all the contractors now, and as I'm speaking to you, work are ongoing on there. If anyone is around the area that are listening to us can testify to that. So Mr. Governor is actually doing well. He's a listening governor, and he's doing all he can to make sure the state is very successful, both home and abroad. So our people should be rest assured that a lot is going on, a lot is still coming in. So I will urge them to remain calm and let the peace reign.
Well, let us also address the issues of other representatives in government, because we are in a democracy, and several other persons are also the representative of the people in government, although the focus in every state is always on the governor. Would you say that those who are representing us generally in Ondo State, especially in the House of Representatives and House of Senate, have been doing enough for our people?
Yes. Everyone, every individual are trying their best. I do say one or two things, that what we know is what we will act on. So what people don't know is what they won't act on as well. So they're doing their best.
Honorable, are you with us? Listeners at home, we've been speaking with
in Abuja as well.
Thank you.
Hello?
We can hear you. Go on, sir.
Okay. Then our current senator as well, is doing what he can to try and sort Ondo State people out. But whichever way, we can see Ondo State is still one of the peaceful states in Nigeria, and the reputation of Ondo State at large is still a very good one. So at least if that is happening, some people are behind it doing all that to make that happen. People might not be seeing much now, or they might not be seeing enough. But I can rest assure you that with the current situation at large, people will be seeing good things very soon. And I urge our people again to please remain calm, keep the peace going, and things will turn out for good.
Well, let me ask you. I asked you a question. Let me ask you part B of the question. I asked you specifically to X-ray the performance of our representative in the legislatures, especially at the federal level, and you said that they are doing their best. But although ban has not been lifted on campaigns, and we will not yield our platform for politicians to use for campaign when it is illegal. But I have seen several posters of you outside. If you say the people there are doing fine, so why are you intending to go there? Why not just support them?
There's one adage they say that changes is constant. With the ideas of new era, I think we can bring more to our people, and we need changes. As in, we need to bring some people on board as well to get all this good work going. Yes, all of them are doing their best, as I said. Most of our fathers, mothers in government, they are getting to their retirement age and all that. So if they're leaving the office, who is going to take over? So that's why someone like us, we are coming in now, that we're becoming the next House of Representative member, so that we can continue the good work, and we bring in some new ideas by changing all the ways we've been using before, and changing all the things we've been doing that we don't really like. We're bringing in so many things. We're bringing ourselves off the street by giving. We are doing a lot for our people by giving out a lot. Most part of the initiative that we are bringing on board is the healthcare sector as well. We are making sure now that most of our people, we won't need, or we won't have to wait for any leader or anybody to sort our hospital bill up to 300,000 for the citizen of Akure South and Akure North for now. So we're giving the idea to our state governor as well to pass it across to the whole state.
Thank you very much. I wanted to ask you, when you were talking about that idea, I wanted to ask you that if you have that idea, and health is wealth, and life is not forever, that if you have such ideas, why not sell it to those who are currently occupying those positions, from the governor to other legislature? Or do you think that they would not be able to execute it well because it's not the idea?
Yeah, they will do that if we pass the idea to them. Like I said earlier on, most of our representatives now and our leaders, most of them are going on their retirement, like I said, as I said earlier on. So we needed ourselves to bring ourselves in and to continue whatever they've been doing and change whatever they would think that is not right they are doing. So that's why we're bringing new ideas, new technologies, new initiatives.
Now, thank you very much. Once again, listeners at home, if you are just joining us, this is iPower 102.7 FM, and you've been listening to the conversation on this program tagged Political Perspective with a stalwart of the All Progressives Congress in Ondo State, Honorable Alaba Atamoide. We've been talking about the development of the state as regards the state government and all other representatives that we have in government. Let me ask you, it appears from the conversation we've been having that you are trying to say that you are a younger version, you are younger than those who are currently there now. But Nigerians have also seen young people in government who didn't do well. We have seen Yaya Bello. And we have seen several other ones who left their state worse than they met it. Is it just about youthfulness, or there are some other things that the people should look out for when selecting a leader or a representative?
Yes, thank you for this good question. I've always been saying it that if we are electing anybody into a political office, we should try and bring all aspirants together, ask them questions, let them say and tell us what they have to offer. The whole system now is changing. It should be more than just bringing people from anywhere, contesting, running up and down the street. At the end of the day, and select the ones that are not supposed to be selected. So I think we need to start bringing aspirants together, do a debate for them, ask questions. From there, people will see and know what they've got to offer the society. So I think we should keep doing that now.
Okay, your party, a party in which you are one of the leaders, has been accused of killing the opposition. As we speak today, the opposition party in Ondo State is in comatose, and at the federal level, the main opposition party, that's the People's Democratic Party, is in serious crisis. Your party has been accused of creating those crises. What will be your response to those who have accused your party of wanting to create a one-party state?
I normally give example of things. Do you know that within siblings, within someone that the people that they have dad and mom and they go siblings together, all of them cannot love and or like each other. Our party is doing very well, and that's why everyone is merging and coming to APC now. If the party is not doing nothing, we won't be seeing all these people coming from other parties to our party. Look at what happened in the last election here in Ondo State. All the 18 local governments won by APC. So I think the party is doing very well, but one way or the other, we won't expect everyone or everybody to love the party, but definitely the party is doing very well. People like us coming on board now, bringing new ideas, bringing new initiatives. I think you people, I will urge your people to relax and watch out what's coming ahead.
Well, before I let you go, because we would spend the rest of our time talking to our in-house analyst and discussing some of the issues that you have raised today, it has become a common phenomenon, especially even in your constituency, that people who go to the House of Representatives, when we ask them what they have done, usually they will be talking about solar street lights. I have mounted several number of solar street lights in this place and that place. We are not saying that solar street lights are not useful. In fact, it's an improvement in our infrastructure and in our security too. However, is that all that we can get from those who are currently representing us at the federal level, especially in the House of Representatives and the Senate?
I will say this now. I made mention of bringing in new ideas. What we're bringing in, someone like me, Honorable Alaba Atomuide, we're bringing in more than solar lights and other things we are seeing at the moment. We're bringing in health, we're bringing in transport, and we're bringing in all these things, all infrastructures and all that. So I will urge our people again, solar lights or no solar lights, if you can see now, Akure is getting brightened up now, and the solar light is actually working and they are helping, because so there are so many areas across the state that they are so everywhere is very dark and all that. But with the help of all these solar light things, all these areas are coming to limelight, and as you said, the security is kind of very tightened, and our security officers and officials, they can see whatever they are securing and all that. But from what we're bringing, furthermore, to add to what our people are doing and the new ideas we're talking about, we will be providing a secure biometric card for our people that will cover their hospital bill between 1 naira to 300,000 naira. So whoever that is having health issue will be able to go to the hospital and take this card along with them. I've already discussed this with Mr. Governor, so they will be passing this across the state. But for now, being the member and the aspirant member of our House of Representatives, we'll be bringing this idea to our people, and we'll make sure that every household who lives and work in Akure and Akure North, we have this idea. And the more people are enjoying this benefit, and I'm very sure our state governor will carry it out so across the state as well. Once we make all this thing work. Bringing this idea alone, I'm talking about the health alone, is going to employ a lot of people from 0 level to the highest level. I mean from primary schools to PhD level. Because we have people to program all these cards, we employ people to be distributing all these cards across. We have people to go from houses to mobilize people to get them registered. Doing all this, getting all this information from our people, all the security officials will be using this to curb crime as well. Because if anything happens, they can run to us and get full information, and we can disclose all this information to the government to let them know, to let them secure our society. So these are part of the things we're bringing on board that is more than what we are seeing at the moment. And a lot is coming more on transport, on a lot of things as well, like I said. So please, that's it.
Thank you very much for your time, Honorable. And we hope that next time you will, when we invite you, you'll be able to join us physically on this radio dial.
Definitely. Anytime, you're welcome, anytime, any day.
Thank you
so much for having me.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Akin. At iPower 102.7 FM, it is our belief that we must keep the people informed, and we must give everyone a space to hear their opinion and to say things as they see it. And while ban has not been lifted on campaigns, several persons across the state have been stepping out, have been showing interest in various positions, one position or the other. And it is our duty as the media to ensure that the people are able to hear from them even before the commencement of the campaign. One of the challenges that our country currently faces is the fact that many times candidates in elections are not seen, are neither seen nor heard of until a couple of days or weeks to the election, thereby confusing the electorate. And it is our duty to ensure that everyone is given a level playing ground to air their opinion. Joining me right now is the in-house analyst of our station. I'm talking about Mr. Akin Adebayo, who together we shall be looking at some of the issues raised here. And before we open the phone lines for our people to speak. You're welcome, Mr. Akin Adebayo.
Thank you very much for having me on the program today.
We have just spoken to a stalwart of the APC, who has been ezraying the performance of the governor and some of our House of Representatives and members and senators representing Ondo State. In your view, to what extent do you agree with him, and to what extent do you disagree?
Thank you very, very much. Well, when it comes to the extent to which I agree with him, number one, he is a member of the same party with the present administration. So we cannot expect him to start pontificating at the deficiency of the present administration. Because any attempt in doing that is kind of, the marketing himself. Now we're talking about someone that's called aspiring to become a House of Representative member. So to a large extent, I agree with his position on what he has said about the present government. But where I disagree with him is that what we expect is far more than what we are seeing, particularly in the area of allocation being allotted to the state. Like, we must put side by side neighboring states, Ekiti and Osun to be precise. Now, for instance, Osun now, I think it was created at the same time with Ondo State, if I'm not mistaken. Why Ondo State bettered Ekiti State? Now, the development in Ondo and Ekiti is like a very wide margin. And at times I get, I get puzzled when people begin to say that the present government just came on board. What about the first year he has spent? Now is in the second year, as in the first, when he completed the tenure of his superior then, in person of late Akeredolu. Now this is his own administration. Was Ondo State not allotted during the remaining year of Akeredolu that he actually spent? Of course, they were allotted. So what I'm saying, is that, and going by the money that is coming in now from the federal allocation, I think we expect to see more. So in that area, I may not align with him, because what we are experiencing now, what we are seeing now, is not what we should be experiencing. By now, we should have gone far beyond where we find ourselves when it comes to.
In your opinion, the pace of our development as regards infrastructure, is not running as fast as it should.
Exactly.
Now, but some of the supporters of the governor have argued that if other persons before the current administration have been building infrastructure, and that the amount of deficiency, when people begin to compare Osun to Ondo State to Kwara State, Ondo State to Ekiti State, that had others been doing enough, that these lapses that we are seeing today will not be there.
Thank you very much. That has been one of the major excuses. The question is this: has others not been doing before now? If I'm not mistaken, I can begin to point at the developmental project that late Akeredolu actually embarked upon in Ondo State. Even right then, the aqueduct that we're talking about, for instance, the bridge that we're talking about, who initiated it? Akeredolu initiated it. The Joka Road, who initiated it? So what I'm just saying, is that ordinarily, of course, we understand the fact that there are some intricacies that actually probably hindered the present governor then when he wanted to assume the position of the governor of the state. But that has come and has gone. So we now expect, I keep on saying it at a point in time, that we Ondo State indigene actually expect more from this governor. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is the governor that for the first time in the history of political engineering of this state that won the entire 18 local governments. People actually came out to vote for him en masse. Even during his ordeal with the cabals there in Ondo State, everybody actually sympathized and stood solidly behind him. So what I'm saying, is that we shouldn't be using the parameter of probably former government not doing anything, which we cannot say it has not been so. They've done their own bit as well. They've done wonderfully well. So what we are just expecting now is that the governor should give us what we so desire. The governor, of course, and we cannot, since government is continuing, that was why I emphasize on the issue of the remaining 1 year that he actually exhausted, as in the remaining 1 year of Akeredolu that's actually exhausted. What can we show for that 1 year? Nothing was allocated, was allotted. We received money from federal allocation. What can we show for that? And now is his own tenure. How far has he gone? So there is no way we can separate the water from the fish. There's no way we can separate Ondo development or probably Ekiti development from Ondo State.
let us look at some of the things that he said about the current administration that they have done. He mentioned the fact that backlogs of salaries and gratuities and pensions are being cleared. And to the credit of Ondo State, in terms of debt owed, I think I'm adding that from reliable source based on the available data from budget, that in terms of foreign debt owed, it is Ondo State that is the lowest in terms of percentage of budget owed. As in I mean debts owed to foreign donor, because right now we are 90% above threshold. 90% above threshold. It means that in terms of debt ratio, that we have cleared a lot of our debts, and we are least indebted according to budget, a particular organization that is focused on documenting how much each state is owed. Don't you think that Aiyetiwa is focusing more on recurrent dealings and financial management than physical infrastructure?
Well, one thing is this: in as much as is focusing on recurrent dealings and financial management, of course, after that has been done, how do we not generate funds again for the state? It is through these infrastructures. Or take for let me set an example about the short infrastructure that we are actually emphasizing on. There's a place called Gaga community. My elder sister is having a property there. I do go visiting regularly. Do you believe that the very minute that road was actually completed and was made in use, the level of businesses that actually sprung up from that place is alarming? And I can assure you that in the next 1 or 2 years, the money spent on that road will be recovered through the IGR. So what I'm saying is this: in the same manner, there's some things there's some policies that you put in place, particularly when it comes to infrastructural development, that will even make the government to generate more funds. We should look inwardly on how to generate more funds. Take for instance, if the entire road networks, let's use Accra as an example, is put in place, do you know that there will be a limit to the amount of money spent on fixing your vehicles and what have you? We are not saying that mechanics should not make their own money, no, but at least the money that you have spent on those vehicles, you can invest in other businesses as well. Now, by the time you now open, particularly Akure, to other communities, I can assure you the level of development financially, when it comes to business-wise, will be so mammoth. So what I'm saying is this: in as much as the governor is trying to make sure that he manages the finance of the state very, very well, he must equally, alongside, making sure that he put in place infrastructure that can bring about more finances to the state. Infrastructure development really matters. Take for instance now, this show the local that we're talking about. How fast is going about it? These are things that actually will generate more fund for the state. Okay, now we're talking about maybe refinery is about to be put in place in Ondo State and what have you, $50 billion. Okay, let him just testing the whole thing. I think if this partnership, so be it. So what I'm saying initially is that,
well, for the education of the public, building a refinery is not something that can be done in 1 year.
I know.
It's not something that can be done in 1 year. It's not something that can be done in 24 months. Except you are building a modular refinery. No, except you are building that kind of refinery that boys in the forest used to build, where they use a drum to cook crude oil. And it's a risky venture. Listeners at home, let us take a look at, in case you want to join us, you want to join this conversation, there are social media handles. You can just search on Facebook, iPower1027FM, on Instagram, iPower1027FM, on TikTok, iPower1027FM, and on X, iPower1027FM. And you can join the conversation through our phone lines, 081-655-24699. 081-655 sorry 081-655-24699. 08 and the other one is 081-3274-7339. 081-655-24699 or 081-3274-7339. Those are numbers, and we are expecting you to join this conversation. And we are also going to be reading your comments on Facebook when you drop them. Let me also seize this opportunity to tell you that you can advertise your product and services on this program and other interesting programs that we have on this radio dial. And you can call us after this program, or you can also come to our office. Our office is located at Akure Expressway, along that same express route. If you're coming from Akure, before you get to Rufus Giwa Polytechnic, you will see us there. If you're coming from maybe Ose and Akoko area, you know where to find us after Rufus Giwa Polytechnic. That is where you find us along that express road. If you're coming from Benin, along that same express road running from Benin to Ibadan, you find us in Owo after the Rufus Giwa Polytechnic. Your parting shot. Let me take your parting shot as regards the development of our state and your advice for the current administration and those who are working with the governor.
Thank you very, very much. My parting shot would be that let me start from the people who are working for the governor. They should be very, very sincere with the governor. The governor cannot be everywhere. For them to have been appointed, then it's expected of them to always inform the governor of what is happening, of what needs to be done. The governor cannot be everywhere, neither does he have eyes at his back. But the truth of the matter is that by virtue of those appointments that has been doled out, then they should be sincere and be updoing for the governor so that they can put him on the right track and on what to do. Now, when it comes to your development on the governor's side, the governor too, no matter the kind of advices that is being given to him, it should know one thing first, that these people that he appointed, their interest is always factored in any advice they give to him. So as a matter of fact, he himself, since the ball ends on his table, he should be able to have a very deep reflection on advices given to him. And of course, he should be able to embark on projects that will bring about developmental activities in the state. Because like we've already been complaining, Ondo State is a state that needs to have gone beyond where it finds itself. We should forget about the rhetorics of if previous administration. Now, those administrations, they've all gone. They're talking about his own administration. So it should more focus on his administration. It should no longer be distracted with the issue of previous administration. Anything that is being achieved now will be on his name. I would rather advise him again that he should not allow the way we've spoken about administration not performing well to now be reflecting again on his own name. Ondo State gave him a vote of confidence that indeed is a governor that ordinarily should give us what is necessary, should bring about a developmental project. And this was exercised when we gave him our vote in the last election, whereby he won the entire 18 local government. So he should do things that will make Ondo State people more happy and more grateful. Thank you very much.
Listeners at home, that was a parting shot of our in-house analyst, Mr. Akin Adebayo, and you have been listening to Political Perspectives on iPower 102.7 FM, Emurele, our local government. It is our desire that our country is left better than we met it. Every one of us is a stakeholder in the journey to the promised land. We must not be weary to continuously, in our continuous effort, to engage our representatives in government and those who aspire to replace them. Let me show my gratitude to everyone, to head of units in this organization, and especially to the general manager of this wonderful station. I'm talking about Engineer Paul Olutu. Until next week that I will come your way again. My name is Alaba Adeyemi, and I hope to see you next week. And before I go, let me remind you that the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Stay vigilant. Thank you very much.